Alright, so hopefully everything sounds good and looks good. Every time I ever try and test out any settings for the stream, it always seems to screw up as soon as I go live. Anyway, today I'm just gonna do a quick stream where I'm gonna show the performance of the staircase on Chapter 10 on the emulator at just 1x resolution. I found that the main factor in upping the resolution really is the graphics card. My 1080 Ti, with this current build of the emulator, just cannot handle anything above 2x, and it struggles with the 2x to maintain 60. I tried just putting it to 3x, which is like 4K-ish, in like a mission, and it had the GPU pegged at 100%, and it was just lagging really badly, and the CPU still sits at around sort of 25-30%, so it's definitely not taxing the CPU, it's a GPU problem. But what I found because I've been through this chapter already off stream, and I've even I got to Chapter 12, and guess what? The crash fix, the whole, what does it say here? This patches applied thing here, it doesn't work. At least the one I have doesn't work. It still crashes every time. You drop down after fighting the 2 armadillos, and you fight the wolves, and then when you try to go to just before the Zidonius fight, it just crashes. Every time, consistently. But anyway, we're gonna go to the staircase. We're just gonna do the staircase battle and fight the ninjas. And last time I did this, I found that it actually ran pretty well. The amount of ninjas on screen did not drop the frame rate. Are you kidding me? Uh-oh, the guest has crashed. Why does this keep happening? Alright, fine, we'll just do it again. Wow, that happened to me last time. Like, I was able to get past it. It might be the patches applied, actually. I might have to, remove the patch. I might have to get rid of it. Let's see here. Ninja Gaiden 2 patch. Where is it? Here it is. So I'll just disable the patch. And then we'll just close it and restart it. Yeah, there you go. It doesn't say patches applied anymore, so hopefully it doesn't crash this time, because I did get to the staircase fight, and when you stand at the top of the stairs and look across at everything down below, like when you face the camera down the stairs, the frame rate drops to like 50. But that doesn't change even when the ninjas show up. I had 23 ninjas on the screen, and it didn't lag any worse anyway, so I'm gonna hopefully try to show that in this stream if the game lets me. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time. What do we got here? Blazing Fatal, Abused Pancake, Spawn of Dracul, Seju, Monkey Suma X, George Zarate. We got James. So did you count 23 ninjas? When I did the Wind Blades, it said 23 hits, and it looked like there were 23 guys on the stairs, so let's see. Stimprim says, I did the staircase fight on Xenia. I was impressed with how well the FPS held up. Yeah, like it's impressive. It looks like the crash fix patch actually makes the game crash here, which is strange, but it doesn't fix the Chapter 12 crash for me. It still crashes. I don't care about those stupid things. I really don't. Come here! Ryu, you have to do the Flying Swallow or we die. We're going to die, Ryu. Ooh, that one's ready to go. I really probably should have killed the stupid pterodactyl things. Yeah, look at that! It got me! I'm sure that's happened to many of you in the chat when playing this game, where you're thinking, alright, I'm just gonna try and rush through this section real quick. But then you think, but I want to kill these things. I don't want to kill the stupid flying things, but I'll kill the red things. And then you die because you decided to skip the flying things. Here we go. I'll tell you what. I'll even show you a glitch while I'm at it. I forgot about this one. Basically, you go into the weapon select menu, you switch weapons, and when you select it, you press both A and B to confirm and cancel. And now Ryu doesn't have a weapon equipped. You also can't move, but you can jump. And if you jump and keep the analog stick held forward, you can walk around. But what's great about this glitch is, nothing can hurt you. You're invincible. Also, you can do it with anything. You can take the bow off his back. You can even take the Nimpo off him. If it'll let me do it. There you go. See, look, now he's got nothing equipped. But we're gonna put the wind blades back on. We're even gonna put the windmill shuriken back on, and then we're just gonna skip all these enemies and go straight to the boss fight. See, look, watch this. Hey guys, why don't you hit me? Huh? No? Nothing? See you later. No More Oxygen says, Dan, what's the graphics card you're using? It's a 1080 Ti. It definitely, if you want to run this at 2x or 3x resolution, this card struggles. It struggles at 2x, but it can just about do it. It drops down to 50 or 45 sometimes, but 3x, it barely keeps 30 FPS. Like, it's just not enough. At least, not with this build of the emulator. Maybe if they optimize things, it'll handle it a bit better, since if this game was running natively on PC, my 1080 Ti would crush it, but it, you know, it's having a hard time with the emulation anyway, so. Whereas the CPU, you could get away with a much lower grade CPU than an 8700K. You could probably have an i5 and it would handle it. Really, your graphics card is your limiter here. I wish that I could just shove a 3090 in here and see how good it performs, but, you know. Alright, let's put a weapon back on now. And then slam down. And then we'll actually put this on. Hey there, buddy! You flying up there, huh? I wonder if I can hit it with the windmill shuriken. Come on, fly towards me! No! Ryu, you let me down. You let me down really bad there. What the heck just happened? What hit me? It hadn't even fired its flames yet. All I want to do is show the staircase, and the game's like, you wanted to do this time efficiently? Anyway, let's do the glitch again so we can get back to the stairs. Although at least you can do the jump, the on-landing jump thing to get around. So you can either hold down the stick after a jump to make him run while doing this glitch, or you can just, you know, constantly press up and A to make him do this. I've seen speedrunners do this jumping thing to avoid getting bitten by the ghost fish, even in Ninja Gaiden 1. That's why I'm convinced this game has Ninja Gaiden 1 DNA in it, because you can still do some of the things from Ninja Gaiden 1. Perhaps the emulator is glitching out and not showing attacks. Yeah, quite possibly. Either that or maybe it fired... I don't know. Maybe I was just not paying attention. Alright. Let's put this on. Let's try and get more damage on it with the sword. I should be able to just hit it with the sword and then... No, that's not going to be enough. Are you kidding me? There you go. Give me the treasure chests. It's time to go to the staircase and have some fun. For a few minutes. Alright, so... yeah, we'll keep the dual swords. Actually, no, we'll, I'll use the glitch to get to the top of the stairs without taking damage. Because then they won't hit me with the incendiary shurikens. But we'll put the wind blades on. Okay. Here we go. Excuse me, gentlemen, I have to get to the top of the stairs. In fact, this is a great way to just show the performance, actually, because all the ninjas will meet me at the top of the stairs and they won't be able to hurt me, so I can just stand there and watch them do their thing. Come on, guys. Come to the top of the stairs. See, watch this. You see the performance up there, 60 FPS or 59, 58. But now, if I turn the camera around, it drops to about 51. And it's nothing to do with all these ninjas. It's totally to do with the environment, everything around that the camera's looking at. So if I kill these guys to spawn more, which means I'm gonna have to put a weapon on here. So look, it didn't drop below 50 there. Then I'll do the glitch again so that they don't hit me. And we'll just watch them come up here. Here they come. Look at them. Look at all these ninjas. And when they're running up the stairs, you could totally shoot them with the bow, too. And it'll, you know, go through as many of them in a line. I hope it doesn't prove me wrong here. Last time I did this, I wasn't using the graphics card to clone my main display to the capture card, so maybe performance will be affected by that, but you see, it barely drops below 50. It's into the high 40s. Look at how many guys are here. Look at all these guys. That's a lot of guys right there. And yet we're sitting at 50 frames per second. Floki Valhalla says, so which GPU would be good enough to comfortably play at 1x? I get that 1080 Ti, I said the freaking 1080 Ti there, can do it, but that's still a very powerful card. Yes, indeed. No, you can do this with a 1060. You might even be able to get away with a 1050 Ti. You might get some frame drops here or there. I do have a 1060 in the computer that I'm using to stream this, so although my 1080 Ti is playing the game here, like, I've tested it on this other computer, and the 1060 can do it, so you don't need a high-end to play it at 1x. You just might get a few frame drops here or there. And, you know, it's only a matter of time before they optimize the emulator, but we're barely going below 40 here. We're not even going to 45. Like, the 360 would drop down way lower than this with all these ninjas on screen, but... So it looks like they do affect performance a little bit. Like, when we face the camera this way, we're still in the high 40s because of all these ninjas, but... I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty impressive. And I mean, as you can see, the GPU's not even being fully utilized here, nor is the CPU, so it's definitely an emulation thing. Well, did you notice there it spikes up to 96? Look at that! When I face the camera in this direction, the GPU usage spikes up to 97%! And I am undervolting the GPU and underclocking it. Although the stock clocks, I think, are like 1600 megahertz or something. They come overclocked out of the box, and so technically 1860 megahertz is still an overclock. But still, it's not terrible performance compared to the 360, and considering, you know, whatever the accuracy of the emulation is. It's, but yeah, look at all these guys! That's definitely 20 ninjas or more. Let's see. I'll use the wind blades and hit them. Okay, fellas, here we go. Let's see how many hits. 28! So there were 28 ninjas there. That was freaking beautiful, man. The Soothsayer says, yo, is this playable on the emulator now? Yeah, up to Chapter 12. It crashes on Chapter 12, just after the Armadillo fight, where you fight the Vangelfs, then you drop down, fight some wolves, fight some Vangelfs, and then the save point that's right there down the bottom, as soon as you try to go through the clearing right next to it, it crashes. And even the patch, the bypass for that crash that I found on a Discord, it doesn't work. At least it doesn't work for me. How many guys are here now, do we think? Probably not 28. There's at least 20 guys here, though. Right now we're just sitting at 60, and then as you can see when the camera can show everything over there, it drops down to 50. We rotate the camera this way. Stand up here. Come on, guys, come up to me. 55. Check that out, man. It's so cool. I'm just impressed with the performance of the emulator. Like, I could try this at 2x resolution, but I know for a fact that I think it would drop down regardless. Like, the extra the doubling of the resolution would be too much for my graphics card to handle, with the current optimizations of the emulator. All right, let's try and slash these guys with the swords. Excuse me. Do we have a spin? You don't want to get close to Ryu when he does that. Can a GTX 1660 Super run this? Oh yeah, absolutely. 1660 Super is better than a 1060. It's better than a 1660, right? Because it's the Super, so absolutely. I think it might have a little trouble running it at 2x resolution at a smooth 60, but you could do this at 1x resolution all day long on a 1660. So yeah, not too terrible. As you can see, like when I face the camera here, 60 FPS. When I turn it around and look at this entire section, that's where it drops into the mid-50s. I don't think it actually cares that much about all the debris and stuff either. I think it's just the environment. But yeah, that's the staircase performance. I just wanted to do a quick stream to show this off because this has always been an infamous fight in this game for the 360 because the frame rate just tanks. And even on Xbox One X, at least when you're recording, it does that. The speedrunist says, have they fixed the clear chapter loading issue? No, they haven't. It's still every time at the end of a chapter, it still locks up. But you're gonna get stuck on chapter 12 anyway. The patch that I have just doesn't work, so I can show it. I'll even show it. I'll end the stream with that, shall we? Although I think I disabled the patch, so I'll have to re-enable it real quick. So let me bring up the patch, and I just crashed my entire computer by trying to do that. The whole thing's frozen. I guess I'm ending the stream there then, but I promise you, the Chapter 12 fix doesn't seem to work yet. Let me know if anybody out there has actually got a fix that does work, and if they could give me the code for it so I could use that fix. But anyway, that's going to do it for this stream. I hope you got some good information out of this, and I'll see you next time.